Hello everyone, welcome back to lesson 64 in the advanced. We're gonna go for irregular verbs. We're continuing with irregular verbs, and today's class is about life lessons. Okay, so here are similar to the last previous lesson, but I'm going to read each of the steps, each of the bullet points, but you will be reading the text. Okay, so the first one is life is now. So live in your present moment, and then you're going to read it. Next one, fear is an illusion. Relationships rule. Debts isn't worth it or aren't worth it. Your kids aren't you. Things gather dust. Fun is underrated. Failure is good. Friendships need care. Prioritize experiences. Anger isn't worth it. Next page. Kindness matters. Age is a number. Vulnerability heals. Posturing builds walls. Exercise is power. Grudges cause pain. Passion upgrades life. Travel expands you. I agree that. I absolutely agree with it. You aren't always right. Even when you think you do, you're not. Learn that. It will pass. You define meaning. Risk expands you, not just traveling but risks as well. And change is good. Okay, so read those statements for each of the ones I've just read to you. So read the statements, and I want you to give your opinions once you've read them. Okay, so this is a conversation class. We're going to be, talking to people about, well, I think this is now, like for the first one, life is now. There is a very good teacher, professor. He's a doctor as well. He is a philosopher. He's an author. I mean, this guy, he rocks. I mean, I absolutely love his work. His name is Professor Leandro Carnal. He's Brazilian. He worked at Unicamp University in Campinas, São Paulo. And I always listen to him, not always, but, well, I could say always. I absolutely always listen to him on YouTube. I wish one day I want to go and see him personally and just sit there and, listen from this wise man. And there is one little part when he talks about being present, which is life is now. For example, if you're here right now, be here right now. This is what he says. If you're here right now, be here right now. Don't think that in half an hour you have another place to go, then you're always rushing and you're always like next, and then you just don't give much of yourself in that present moment. Okay, because you will always be somewhere else. Your body can be here, but you will always be somewhere else. And I think this is very important in terms of quality of life. Okay, because that half an hour will come, but before it comes, live the half an hour you have left in that moment. Give yourself in that half an hour. Okay, take from others. Speak clearly. Don't rush. Sometimes I personally do that. I don't know if it's my age. I don't know if it's, all of this emotion and energy I have. I don't know. But try to live that moment, okay? If you have half an hour to learn or an hour to learn, sit down and learn, okay? That's the time you have. That time will not come back. Okay, so basically what he's trying to say is live that present moment with quality. Otherwise you will always be living for the future and the future and the future, and you will never live. Okay, so this is very interesting. And yeah, so you can give your own personal statements whilst you're talking about each of them, or you can give someone else's which you really admire, just like I did right now. The next one, I'm just going to talk a little, just give an example. Fear is an illusion, okay? So yes, I do believe that personally, this is my opinion, personally, I do think that fear, it could be a huge illusion, because do you remember those phrases, you are what you eat, you are how you dress, you are, well, fear is fear and impossible. I don't like to say fear, I like to say impossible. When we think like, oh, this is impossible, oh, this we can't do, it's impossible. I mean, impossible is a question of opinion, basically. Okay, because if you put your mindset and if you say it's impossible, it will always be impossible for you. I like to say it's difficult but never impossible. Well, it's difficult to do it, but it's not impossible. Let's work for it. Let's go around it. Let's study it. All of the probabilities that things could go wrong, and let's try to get the easiest way out, and let's work something out. So impossible, no, it's a question of your personal opinion. You could say it's difficult but never impossible. All right, so it's the way you see things. You put those fears in your own selves. For example, a child, a little kid, when he sees a spider, he's not scared of a spider. A little baby or a little toddler, a little 4 or 5 year old. That child is not scared of a spider. When he sees a snake, he's not scared of it. Okay, if he climbs a tree, he's not scared of it. But who puts the fear in that child is the parent, is the adult. Oh my God, it's a spider! Get away from me! And the child looks like, what's happening? I'm scared of you right now because this is, the little creature next to me. Okay. Or if there's a snake there, I remember I had a little cousin and she was in the back garden one day, and there was a huge snake. Well, this is a story that, my ancestors, my uncles and aunts always tells them, we never forget that. And she was just playing with the little car on top of that snake, She wasn't scared. She was having fun. But who put that fear in that child? Of course, that snake could devour her. But who put the fear there? It was the adult. Okay? Climbing trees, I absolutely love it. Always did. But then again, someone put that fear on me. Okay? Don't do it because it's dangerous. You're going to fall. You're going to break your arm. You're going to break your leg. I mean, there's no hospitals next to you. Oh my God, the world is going to end because you climbed a tree. Okay? So, fear, is it an illusion? Yeah, maybe. Of course, it depends how you see it. Okay, so discuss, give your opinions, give your life experiences, and have fun with this class. And guys, I'm so sad to say, but today is our last lesson. So we've done basic. I'm so happy. I hope that I was able to help you with it. We've done intermediate. Okay, so we've looked across, we took the grammar in, we sucked it out, and then we went straight to advanced, where we had this amazing opportunity to speak and communicate with one another, and of course have this revision on all the grammar we've learned since the basic until the intermediate classes. Okay, sorry, just emotion. But I'm so happy to say that we've gone this far. I will be posting more videos, of course, with so many tips and vocabularies, and hopefully I'll learn how to edit, so things should be coming out, popping out, whatever. But until then, this YouTube subtitle, I hope you're able to get most of it. I was able to get most of the words correctly, so it comes out there correctly as well. And yes, so thank you so much for your attention. Thank you so much for your support that you've been here with me. And these videos, they're not only just for my students, they're for everybody out there who needs, some help or advice. So I'm here to help. And of course, for all of my students in class or virtual students, all of them, and the teachers, so teachers use this as a guideline, use these videos as guidelines. Students, my personal students, use this as revision, review all of this. So everything that you've learned in the past, basic, intermediate, and advanced, use it. If you're a basic student, have a look at the basic, all of the videos, intermediate, and see what you're going to be learning in the future as well. So You know, it's here to help you. I'm not taking information, I'm not hiding anything from you, making it a secret. No, it's out there, it's for your use. You know, make the best of it. So thank you so much, and I'll be with you shortly with more videos. Bye.